Now, what a lot of people don't know when measuring oil, they think that when you don't see any oil, and this is something very important everybody needs to pay attention to, because you'd be surprised how many people I talk to that have no clue about this. When you see no oil here, it does not mean that it's empty at all. And you can look this up. All it means is that it's missing at least a quart and change, because this does not measure all the way down to like 0 or to 1 quart. What this does is that you see that little dot right here, and then that other little dot right here. Okay, full is when it's right here. That's what full is. When you see it at that dot, it means it's missing a quart. It doesn't mean that it's empty. It's not like it's here is from 0 to full. This is a whole quart. So that is not the measurement of empty. So the same way, the fact that you don't see anything, it doesn't mean that it's empty. It just means that it's missing more than a quart and some. Now, obviously, if you don't see anything, yes, it could be empty completely, but it could also have 1 quart, it could also have 2 quarts, because you don't know past this point how much is left. And that's not without saying that if you don't see any oil, you need to add oil, because obviously you are missing more than a quart of oil, and it shouldn't be like that. The car, you know, maybe within a half a quart or a quart, nothing crazy is going to happen to it, but definitely don't want it to run with 1 quart or 0 quarts, or you're gonna your engine's gonna overheat. There's too much friction, and then it'll seize up. So anyway, so if you were to see it, for example, between this dot and this dot, somewhere in the middle, that means you're missing a half a quart. If you see it here, it means you're missing 3/4 of a quart. And over here, you're missing 1 quart only. And then if it's to this line, it's full. Simple. But believe it or not, a lot of people don't know that, and they think that no measurement is there, that it's completely empty, and they'll go and I'll go back and say why that's important. They'll go back and add, like, let's say the car asks for 4 quarts, they'll just straight up, because they don't see anything here at all, they'll add 4 quarts to the car thinking it was empty. And no, you got to go 1 quart at a time, because again, it could have just been missing a quart and change. And if you put 4 quarts, then you're gonna have to remove oil. So when you don't see anything here, you add a quart, check. You still see nothing, add a quart and check until you start seeing. And then once you're here, now you know, again, you're missing a quart of oil when you're at that bottom dot. And sometimes it's a line and not a dot.